DPC recently go kind of ham, and I wasn't expecting that. It is known for its laning prowess. It has some good team fighting available with it as well. Can control the map. I think the mag response to Deuce is always good. A very easy skewer target backwards to isolate. You do have them power to allow the Slark to farm pretty quickly here. So yet again, I think Secret has a pretty good draft.
Yeah,
but so does Gaimin Gladiators on the other hand.
3 heroes that benefit from the Empower too. So Secret, they have many various ways to find farm, find efficiency throughout the map, maybe even build a bit of a net worth lead above Gaimin Gladiators. But I do like the point that the analyst brought up, which is the fact that Gaimin Gladiators have to start Game 2 in the same way they played Game 1. It is Quinn with the supports, looking for kills, hunting, getting that bit of a snowball going your way, enabling Quinn's game, and being that threat. He was very dangerous with that Storm Spirit, mainly thanks to always having those action runes at his disposal. But you also want to bring in these supports. You've got this Bounty Hunter. You can build up a lot of money with those track kills. That benefits Quinn even more. And it allows this Beastmaster to ramp up faster into the game, hence leading on to the Medusa. It's a domino effect that Gaimin Gladiators want to build off of.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a similar gameplay for Team Secret as far as their heroes go. It's going to be a little slower, actually, than last game for Team Secret, but on Gaimin Gladiators, and they're going to play much faster this game. Swapping in this Bounty Hunter instead of a Silencer, along with the Techies, gives you a lot more aggressive potential here to make things happen on the map. And Secret's going to be playing slower naturally because they do have the Magnus, they do have a Slark. Generally, these heroes are a bit slower than their counterparts of last game of the Axe plus the Bloodseeker. So we'll see if they can make something happen. Celery is looking for a first blood in the top lane here.
Attempting for it at least. They've got their 3 heroes stacked up. The poke Crystal is a bit forced out that early regen before he heads straight back towards that bottom lane and that twin gate. So they will get their early poke. And Tofu, especially on this Techies, like I can see openings where they could potentially just kill off the Pugna, or at least keep Puppey at bay the whole time. He's prepared with a lot of regen for this lane. 5 tangles, a Fairy Fire, a Healing Salve, and might just be even forced to bring in more.
Yeah, I'd love to see. We have a different type of build here for Ace, though, so we're not going to have the Axe spam this time around, but he's going for the Boars, realizing Pugna is not a hero as well as Slark that can kill them, but boom in the bot lane. Just going to get harassed down a little bit.
Yeah, something that they do want to achieve with this bottom lane on the side of Secret is not allow Celery to basically just instantly zone them out. And there was interesting talk actually yesterday with talking especially about the NA games that we had, where we saw a change with level 1 build-up going Janata above Shadow Walk, even though Shadow Walk is the meta, but he's going to get pulled under the, not actually under the tower, very close to it though, but slowed up. Still able to get back to safety as the grenade does connect on both of Secret's offlaners.
Yeah, he used 2 grenades in this lane now. You can go whatever you want on Bounty Hunter. Most of the time you do want to go the Invis level 1, as you saw in that top plate. You can get a sneaky first blood in the opposite lane with a tri-lane, and then head to your lane and just try to make some more havoc there. But either way, he is level 2 already. No first blood quite yet, but it's been pretty close on both these side lanes already.
Also looking up these quick buys while Armel's in trouble. It might be a kill for Quinn potentially. Very low on the Kunkka there, but able to slash back onto Quinn. Couldn't quite get the kill with that Resonant Pulse not being used, but keeping Armel low is very important. Same time at the top lane, Tofu dropping very low. Well, you're going to be fine for the time being. No first blood yet.
Yeah, I'm really hard to decide what lane I want to pay attention to. Mid lane is neck and neck. Same with top lane and also bottom lane. There could be action everywhere. But let's check out the Lotus trade. Chrysalis will get a Lotus, which is going to be huge. And the bottom Lotus is ripe for the pickings right now. Whoever wants to go get that.
Yeah, it's just definitely an observer's paradise, right?
Yeah.
Full-on action in every single lane, so... Kill potential is all around. Secret probably running on a bit of a high from that last game. For those who missed it, or if you did miss it or watch it, the listen-in part at the end of the panel, there was very hectic comms coming out from Team Secret. So I was looking at a bit of these statistical differences between the two teams. And it is, in fact, Gaimin Gladiators who have more calm and collective, more like smaller information, just what you need to know basis information. And they also have the lowest map pings and map drawings average out of the entire division. While Team Secret, they talk a lot, they ping a lot. Second highest, 279 average pings on the map. And that includes drawing and X's and normal exclamation marks. So that's a lot of stuff happening on the minimap for them.
That normally happens when you're a newer team, trying to figure out which voice is the voice that should be talking the most. And as a team, it's Gaimin Gladiators. Oh, Puppy in the top lane. There it is. There's your first blood.
Tofu and Ace, they find an opening, and that is, yeah, indeed, without the wild access, just slowed up, getting nuked by sticky bombs and a blast off. And that's exactly what they were aiming for. Crystal is also going to be dropping fairly low, but he's got these raindrops that will soak up some of Tofu's abilities, and he doesn't actually have any extra any mana coming in on the courier. It's just a tango set with the magic wand.
Yeah, just to finish my point up about the communications you talked about, as all hell might break loose while I'm saying it, as it usually does. The thing is, like, when you're a more experienced team like Gaimin Gladiators, you've won tournaments, everyone knows exactly what their role is on the team, so you don't have to speak about it very much. Whereas your team like Secret, coming in from Division 2, just recently lost your last series, probably not feeling like the best team here. There's a lot of room for improvement because you don't know exactly what is that magic key to victory. You got to keep playing, keep practicing, figuring it out, and then once you figure it out, naturally your team will probably just know who the in-game voices are, who needs to be talking, who doesn't. It's pretty natural for like newer teams to talk more, ping more, because they're just figuring it out. They're getting a feel for it.
Could just be the case. They were able to surprise Gaimin Gladiators in game number 1, sneak away with a victory. And looking for a continuation and look for their first 2-0 as well, which would be quite remarkable considering the track record Gaimin Gladiators has so far. But we only have 1 kill, and we have our 6-minute action rune spawning. Yamich is here to help out on one side, Tofu on the other. It is going to go for Team Secret this time, and we shall continue with Armel getting all the illusion runes. And we got a bit of a replay. I think this is on the Pugna kill, but just slowed up. A lot of nukes, a lot of burst. Easy catch.
1 kill, 6 minutes, not a ton of action here, but there's been lots and lots of low HP heroes on this map. And I think Armel has been in a position where he managed his resources so well, like coming near close to death and feel like he may have got bullied by Quinn on several occasions, but if Quinn couldn't land the kills on him, Armel was still getting the CS. Now, dominating the CS chart, farming it up, level 6, taking a rune away from the Void Spirit. We saw in the last game, Quinn got most all the runes. Now Armel is going to get the Illusion rune. Not the best rune for a Kunkka, but at least the Void Spirit doesn't have it.
Seems like it's the only rune he's going to be picking up in the course of this series. Game 1, pretty much the only rune he has was the Illusion rune.
Oh, what a really well played by Celery. They get both Wisdom runes.
Yeah, even if it comes with his life, that is totally worth for Gaimin Gladiators. That extra experience flowing in the favor of their supports. It is Armel to pick up the kill, though, and now TPing straight back to mid. Well, Pugna coming in for a wraparound at the top lane. Crystallis is in trouble. Gonna need some backup that he doesn't get the fight back, and he's gonna pounce out too. That nether ward also drops down for Tofu. He's gonna have to chill for a bit, regenerate a little bit more. Slark is getting closer to level 6, so Crystallis' farming patterns are going to start activating at that point.
All the lanes are doing really well, though, here for Gaimin Gladiators. And you have a Bounty Hunter, so that's good. The one thing I was afraid about from the last game was the fact that you had good lanes, sure, but you had timings you could play around, and that was basically it. Play around your item timings, play as 5. You were pretty passive until then. They weren't able to use that to full effect. But this game, they can play a lot more aggressive. Techies wants to get more aggro than a Wind Ranger would, and of course Bounty Hunter really wants to make something happen on the map, especially when he hits that level 6 timing.
Yeah, he's being super annoying right now, but Crystallis is also going to provide a couple hits onto Celery. This Bounty Hunter is super tanky already. He's got 9 armor at level 4, which makes this guy, you could say, unkillable, but they always find a way. They always find a way to kill these pesky heroes. He's very difficult to deal with right now, especially with all that physical damage on the side of Secret. Armel has rotated in, actually, and
I think
scouts out Celery, but here comes Ace and comes Quinn. They're looking for this Armel kill. He's got the rum buff, and they will finish off Celery in just a matter of moments. It is going to be Puppy and Crystallis to kill him off. And now turning around onto Quinn. Tofu trying to give some backup, slowing them down. But there's another Astral Step available, so that is Secret. Gonna come out with a kill from there.
Yeah, ended up punishing the bounty hunter. Both teams brought 4 heroes, which means Boom and Dairacho are just going to be farming it up. Boom having a pretty good game, but Dusa having a better one. Dairacho, he's going to be that Dusa in this particular game, looking to get to that point where he's completely unkillable, but you do have answers this game against Medusa. The Slark going into Diffusal Blade, also with the Essence Shift, stealing away some stats. Pretty good hero to play against Medusa here. But as long as the net worth doesn't get out of control here. But so good so far for Team Secret.
And they're definitely the supports now playing around Quinn. All 3 heroes basically stacked up here. Yamich to back up Armel. Let's see what they can get with this one. Again, it's on the bottom half, and Quinn's going to take it. Has to use a double Astral Step to yeet that one right in front of Armel's face. And a haste rune picked up for him. Very scary rune as well for this Void Spirit to have.
Luckily, he did use the double step there, so he won't be able to use it for a little bit of time, which will give Secret some chances here to kind of read the play, knowing that it's going to take him probably another 30 seconds until he wants to make a play happen on the map. Chill out if you need to. Beastmasters went for a Vanguard this time. So he's on the Drums of Slom build. Not even going to bother with the Helm of Dominator this game, as I do see Crystallis, but these 2 heroes do not have the damage to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, Mines and Blast Off, you can get close, but not necessarily enough. So Tofu Celery going to give up on the hunt, and Ace is going to get to push the wave, just forces the Slark back into the jungle. And Quinn's diving Yamich in mid, and he will get this one. Astral Steps with that haste rune, able to clear 1 kill for himself, and that's going to be Quinn's first kill too. Crystallis is somewhat low. Dark Pact already used, has to pounce away. He was holding up quite a long time.
Yeah, we got some stacking going on.
Look at
farming.
Dairachio's CS, by the way. He's already averaging 10 CS per minute. 114 at 11 minutes. That's actually nuts. Like, completely free farm, uncontested, but that pace is sick.
Yeah, no, he's definitely farming really good, doing the greediest build possible, maxing both the split shot and the Mystic Snake, not even going for a point on the ultimate, having lower points in the mana shield. This man just wants to farm, and he's doing a really good job at it. It's definitely super scary here.
Well, they found the bounty hunter, and the pesky hero finally spotted, maybe led down to his death as well. They do have a bit of vision for him and finish him off with a shadow poison. Looked like they just ran out of vision as he escaped under the tower vision, so luckily low enough for shadow poison to be enough for the kill.
And guess what rune Quinn just got again? A DD rune.
Rune.
However,
Yeah.
you do
Surprise
have
Pikachu face.
yeah. Well, you do have Shadow Demon in this game. Maybe this is the adjustment they made. You can just purge off all the runes here, as they're going to make a smoke gank play. Bow is on cooldown. We'll see where they want to go with this. I do like Armel's build, going into that Heaven's Halberd here to try and disarm the Medusa later on in the game. But Ace
is right nearby.
This man's tanky. He's got a Vanguard and Ogre Club. But this is 4 heroes.
Tanky enough against 4 though? He's going to buy some time for Tofu to show up. Gets the blast off. It's still not enough for a kill. Beast is low. All the mines. Crystallis is super low. Quinn comes in for the snipe. And he's going to take the Slark away. So it is a 2-for-1 trade-off. But that is your carry down. While 1 carry is still hitting creeps on the other side of the map.
Yeah, his build really helped him get that return kill. If he went for the traditional Helm of the Overlord build, he probably wouldn't have it by now, but he'd just have a Dominator. He would have died easy peasy there, but they had to expend so much that they could just make that turnaround kill and kill Crystallis, which he's not too happy about for sure, because every death that you have on this Slark, you're going to feel further and further behind this Medusa here, who is completely unanswered, You have your Manta style online, going for a butterfly now. They're even letting him get the Lotuses too. He's got a greater healing Lotus as Yamich goes down in the mid lane.
He does. Celery's also making his way towards middle. Puppy's going to be around, already being poked about, and Tofu going for the jump on the side as Quinn's fighting against 3 separate heroes with no way to escape. This Void Spirit seems to be going down. He needs 3 more seconds, but it's not going to be enough time for him as he's going to get brought back with the X mark. Armel getting the kill. And that also opens up the Wisdom Runes. Ace is going to get 1. Can Celery get there before Crystallis? I don't think so. Crystallis already pouncing in forward for it.
No dust on him.
Oh, there's the
they got
sentry.
him though.
Oh, they
There's a
got him.
sentry.
Good reaction from Yamich. Instant sentry into the disruption.
So these are definitely helping. These kills are much needed. Doing a really good job by Team Secret here, but still, you're getting massively out-farmed by the Medusa. And I still think this grading healing Lotus, he's going to get 1 more of those Lotus on him, and then it's going to be the 900 mana, 900 HP Lotus, which is pretty much a cheat code for Medusa here to win a single fight. How are you going to burn through that much mana restored? 900.
Yeah.
It's only 400 right now, but he only needs 1 more Lotus to get it to the greater healing Lotus, or whatever it's called. I think it's still just called the greater healing Lotus, which makes no sense, but whatever.
Maybe we got a greater after that.
Greater Lotus, yeah.
Like 7-3-4 stuff.
Perhaps.
I'm not going to indulge too much into the future.
But damn, this Dusa, man. She is so farmed. Just looking at the CS, 187 at 15.
Wild.
There's probably some records being broken with this, for sure.
I'm also feeling pretty confident about the pace is just crazy for Dyrachyo right now. We'll have to see if that's going to be enough, at least. In terms of the current holding record, Yuragi with the Naga Siren, 17.7 per minute. So we're getting quite close to that. And this is an early game Medusa, by the way.
Secret
Setting
one
up
up
in
for
for
mid
middle,
lane.
though. Boom, coming in, looking for that RP opportunity. They're stacking up for it. Blast off also not actually used at all. RP finally connecting onto Ace. And Ace is tanky. Crystallis has to back out. Boom, might just be
got
dead.
the drums.
Track kills, and here comes Quinn. The big power battery, the big damage comes in and takes down the Magnus. But Armel's coming into action as well. X mark on the spot, gonna be catching Ace. And Ace just gets blown up by the magical damage. 1 for 1, both offlaners down, and Dyrachyo, he wants a piece of this action too, so the Medusa taking part of this game. We're in this game, even Yamich trying to catch a disruption, gets some illusions going his way, but he's going to be caught as well by Quinn. Track coming out as well, they will see where he is and force him out. So even if they're making space for this tower to drop, Secret still feeling a bit iffy about can we still engage or not. They're so low, so they will have to let that tower fall. And Gaimin Gladiators now 6,000 gold ahead.
Now, without the boat, I don't think they can really initiate there. They also have the cooldown on the reverse polarity. Magnus can't get into the fights just quite yet. Needs that harpoon. Ideally, it gets the blink dagger with the harpoon and drags Medusa into the middle of your team. Well, maybe not Medusa quite yet, just how farm this Dusa is. But if not now, when? That's going to be the question.
They found Kunkka in the bot lane. Armel going to have to GP out. Can he get out in time? It's Celery to walk in between, but Quinn actually has the burst to take him out. Looked like a Shadow Walk could have potentially connected at the same time to cancel that TP, but Quinn finishes and gets the finisher kill. Big one as well, killing that Kunkka for the first time this game.
Much different game here, at least for now, net worth wise, than game number 1 here. Dyrachyo still hasn't really... He has had 1 participation so far, and that was the mid lane there, but other than that, it's been, 17 minutes here. He's got a Manta style and nearly a completed butterfly as Yamich will go down. The whole map pretty much just belongs to Gaimin Gladiators at this point.
Yeah, they're playing the map
farm
super efficiently.
Yeah, like you want to farm if you're Secret, because you do have the Magnus, you do have the Sark, but you're just not getting the space to do so. Quinn is going to continuously run at you in this game. He's going for a Manta style of his own, which is interesting. I don't know if I've seen that build, but I guess with it being a universal hero, can add a lot of value.
Also the fact that Secret, like their lineup this game compared to the last one, just doesn't allow them to have that same type of tempo. They need more time to get that full efficiency out of it. They will find these pickoffs on supports. which is always something that they will welcome with open arms. But still, we can see like how different this game 2 is compared to the last one, where Dyrachyo just keeps on farming, but they're not really losing any map control. Like, the only tower to fall is the bottom tier 1 on the side of Gaimin Gladiators, and now they're looking at Roshan.
It's the story of like watching Gaimin Gladiators. I've watched them for a long time now. A lot of us have. Their supports are the unsung heroes of this team. They're always the ones willing to die. You see them dying across the map, and as they're dying, they're building support items for their cores. Very selfless players in Tofu and Celery here, which I think is really the foundation of why Gaimin Gladiators look so good most of the time, is these guys keep their core safe, not only by stopping smoke ganks, giving positioning on the map, giving them vision, but also just the way they itemize is all for their cores.
Yeah, Gaimin Gladiators, a team that looks good. It looks good. They got everything going on their side, but Secret gonna have to find some answers in the coming minutes. Slark heading over for that shard. I really like the theory craft Lacoste had with that mid-Ricky, but they've definitely been able to get a lot out of this Void on Quinn. Not being able to utilize Pugna or Shadow Demon. Could have sat into the game also pretty nicely.
You gotta have a special type of player to play the mid-Ricky, and that's not Quinn. Quinn's all about the mobility type mid-heroes. I mean, I guess Ricky technically is mobility if you want to look at it that way, but he likes his spirit heroes. Yeah, he always has. He probably always will.
The Quinn spirit.
Yep.
Let's see what Secret can do.
Harpoon?
They've got the Medusa. The bubble comes out, so the skewer stacked up on top. That's not the way to do it, but he will lose some of his early mana.
They missed everything.
The safety.
The boat misses as well.
A symphony of mistakes.
This might be one of the moments where the communication might be a little too much.
Yep. Definitely. That did look like it a bit. A lot of spells used for Gaimin Gladiators just to back away. Oh, they found Boom as well. Boom going to get caught by the Remnant. No skewer for him. Has an RP. But he just needs the backup of his buddies to actually get benefit out of it. So he's trying to walk out, gets the RP onto 2. Puppy coming in with the damage. Crystal is diving in as well. Magnus very low on HP. They got the Torrent on a 2. Might be able to take down Celery. And also the Beastmaster very low on HP. But Quinn fighting against Armel in the backline. Ace trying to make a run for it, but he has that Aegis. And he will respawn, come back into action. Celery already down though. Slark's going to be dropping very low on HP as well, but the blast off coming over. The Torrent catches the techies. So no blast off for you today. Puppy gets the kill on Tofu, and here comes Dyrachyo. Instant Decrepify coming out from Puppy, preventing this Medusa from getting that early damage out. Now Quinn, 5 more seconds for another Astral Step. Can they kill off Armel? That's a miss. The Halberd actually allowing him to live, but there goes the snipe from Quinn, and Ace falls to Boom, and Dyrachyo coming in from the back as well. Crystallis, he pops down that little puddle of darkness and able to survive inside the Death Shroud. And Gaimin Gladiators unable to get the carry kill, but that's a 3-for-1 plus Aegis going in the way of Secret out of that fight.
About as good of a fight as they could ask for there. Being able to take these team fights while Dyrachyo is not there is the best thing they can do for now. They're still not addressing the Medusa problem whatsoever, but they are getting little things on the map where they can and taking these fights away from the Medusa right now. Well, 100% agree that's what they should be doing, because if Medusa was there to start that fight, it would have been a much different fight.
And it all starts off with Boom getting caught early. Look at how spread Gaimin Gladiators are. They got 2 heroes on the top half jungle, not even participating in the fight. The Medusa's going to have a long route to get here, and I think Secret also recognized that too. Beautiful Torrent usage from Armel. He got 2 times, 2 heroes caught in the Torrent. One of them also cancelled out the blast off, which could have been very, very detrimental for them. He did get that connection out. It's a lot of damage plus a stun, and you see Tofu flying in the air. Poof! Watered up. And just gets blown up right after.
Watch, actually, he's just like milliseconds before landing with the blast. I don't think it would have hit anything, but it still looked pretty cool that the Torrent was able to cancel that one out.
Yeah, he blasted off on the Torrent.
There you go.
Going for a bit of a water park theme here, but Ace then again got caught, and Armel was sniped by Quinn at the same time. But now again, is this round number 2? I don't think so, or is it? Boom's going to get some regeneration and healing out from Puppy. Puppy could just sack his life. to help out Boom. Boom gets out. Harpoon. RP gets the Celery Bounty Hunter onto the high ground, and he will definitely lose his life. So good plays coming out from Secret, saving their Magnus. It is Puppey. Big plays.
This is what they did in game number 1, and that's what they're trying to do here in game number 2 as well. Pick these defensive supports, try to save your cores. We're seeing the Pugna yet again with the Decrepify into the life drain, keeping Boom just alive. But at the end of the day, that was a defensive reaction made just to kill Celery. So still, Gaimin Gladiators, they're okay with this. Ideally, they get that kill there, for sure. That was their plan. But they're putting themselves in a position where, regardless of the result of what happens there, it's still aggression for them, and it's still a net win.
Also,
no RP anymore, and Deuce is still farming.
Yeah,
hopefully that's not the case for the whole game, right? Just Deuce never shows up, but I think there will be a timing for Dyrachyo where he shows up, and this game will get very interesting for Team Secret.
Yeah, and once Dyrachyo does start showing up, that means that Gaimin Gladiators, they can play somewhat quite close to each other. It might set up for Magnus RPs, but there's so many counter answers to that. The techies could just blast off in. You're going to have to rely on Armel's torrents, I guess you could put it that way. Like, he's the one to counter out the techies, so gonna go down to a bit of luck and timing, or just pure prediction play.
Dyrachyo has finished the Daedalus. Maybe he's done playing Farming Simulator.
He's level 18.
Level 18 with Daedalus. Is it time to play Dota? Or do we need one more item?
Oh, the one item syndrome. Just one more. Just one more, guys. Pogna gonna get caught by Quinn. Almost getting soloed up too. Missing out on the sticky bomb, but the blast off hitting on the back line onto Armel. Quinn already finished this off Puppey.
That's an ideal target right there. We want to kill, if you're on Gaimin Gladiators, these supports. They were unable to do that in game number 1, and they were just able to keep every single core alive. It's not going to be as extreme in this game, so I feel like their defensive capability is a little less. However, you are playing Void Spirit this game. This hero is a bit better than Storm Spirit at assassinating these heroes like Pugna and a Shadow Demon. So as long as Quinn can get these jumps in on the supports, the fights could be good.
And a 1400 HP shield rune as well. So,
of course.
Guy's got over 4k HP.
Well, he also has, like, the shield from his Resonant Pulse as well. So shields on shields on shields over here. Maybe there's a Pavis for him, too, at some point. Nobody went for that this game.
I'm pretty sure Gaimin Gladiators could come up with a GIF or something like that where Quinn's just holding a big shield. One of those Spartans holding that shield wall. Can Secret break through that shield wall, though? Slark getting hit by some mines. Drops down a half, but he's going to regenerate. He's happy with that. Harpoon, Diffusal Blade, so no massive items yet. While that Medusa looks super, super scary, and 7,000 gold ahead. A full item and a half ahead of the Slark. There is room. There is room for Crystallis to grow.
Of course. There's definitely room for him to grow. And speaking of the shield, like, Team Secret's game plan is not to run into the shield. They want to play more of a scrappy game, get these pickoffs here as Tofu gets caught.
Yeah, he's going to be brought back to, even with the Harpoon for it just in case, but might as well. Stone Gaze used by Dyrachyo. Okay, this is actually pretty good for Secret. It's not just a kill, but it's a big ulti used. Medusa on the run, and with that smoke, they're going to be catching up as well. 5 seconds for Pounce to be available for Crystallis, but he caught an Invis ring, getting hit by the Diffusal, but they got the sentry down on the ground. Medusa, where can you go? What can you do? Where did you go? Into the graveyard you shall return. And Dyrachyo, actually, that's his first death of the game, so a massive kill for Secret. One into an ulti, into the carry down, into a tower falling in mid. Just what Secret were wanting.
Yeah, I mean, 27 minutes of farming into a death there. It's pretty big. Are we going to see the same thing as we saw in game number 1 here? Just being over-aggressive on Gaimin Gladiators. Secret playing not defensively, but taking advantage that you're so spread out on the map here. End up killing Dyrachyo,
They can get
busting open the pinata there of gold, and maybe with this Roche busting open the entire game.
And it does feel kind of wild in games where you have a 10 to 12k net worth lead and you're not actually even in the lead. Secret's going to be super happy with what they can gain and benefits in terms of if Team fights are even against a bounty hunter lineup, it's always favoring the bounty for sure. But in Secret's case, you've got scaling on the Slark, still missing out on all these big items that they can get. The Empower buffing all these 3 big melee cores, Magnus, Slark, and the Kunkka. So much damage still unveiled.
I mean, if you look at Dyrachyo, he's not tanky. He has 1500 mana, which is not a lot, and he's got less than 500 HP. Because he chose to go for the aggressive route.
Alright, all the illusions brought to the high ground. And Crystallis finding himself quite alone here. He's going to start building up some stacks, both flying in onto Ace. Puppey coming in with the life trade. And that's an RP used just to make sure. And was actually hoping to catch Celery on the side, but he's able to dodge it. So an RP for a core kill at the cost of a support. Slark also getting an extra stack for himself. So Slark very happy with this trade-off.
And you have to wonder from Gaimin Gladiators, and is this worth it? They're continuously letting Dyrachyo farm, playing aggressively, giving kills away, and Secret, they don't want to make an aggressive move. They're waiting for you to come into them so they can get kills. And it's continuously happening here. You do have the Aegis, you do have the cheese on the Pugna. No RP though, so maybe with that RP usage they need to chill out a little bit and then go again. But I think you're in a comfortable spot now if you're Team Secret. You can start making aggressive play with this Aegis available and the cheese.
Step lively now. Your admiral
Need to wait for
30
your
minutes
cooldowns.
now played out in this one, 11-16 and a 9k lead for Gaimin Gladiators, but it doesn't really tell you the whole story. If you are just joining in, it does feel like Secret might be a tad bit ahead of Gaimin Gladiators, at least in terms of how these drafts are working out.
Jim on
How their
Slark.
execution, yeah. There's your first proper defensive item on top of the Manta for the Medusa. That's the PKB now brought up for Dyrachyo.
It's a very interesting item build from Dyrachyo here. He's relying a lot on this evasion from the butterfly. But more than anything, this butterfly, unless you get lucky with the procs, is for damage.
Oh, the final
You also have the
They're going to be
Daedalus.
stacking up. Can they
Oh,
blow him
no.
up fast enough before the rest can show up? Yes, they can.
All right.
And Armel is down. And they also got the jump on Yamich, and that's going to probably lead into Puppey's death too. Blast off not quite on point, and boom. He's looking for a harpoon play. He's going to catch Ace and push him all the way between the tier 3 and tier 4 towers. And Crystal is going to be joining in the fight as well. The fight against the Beastmaster. Here comes Dyrachyo with that Mystic Gaze, or the Stone Gaze even. And they will force out Puppey, maybe even catching Crystallis. Yes, they can. That's the Aegis gone. They're going to have to force out buyback Secret. Just like that. Crumbling like a deck of cards. Now they're on the high ground.
Dyrachyo giving Quinn the tip there. He's got a DD rune, of course, there, making that all possible. With the Bloodthorn hidden for, 400, almost 600 damage, actually, a hit there with that DD rune activated. Pretty balanced there. Yeah, Dyrachyo tipping him because he's realizing, never mind,
Oh, but he
something's
caught
happening.
Boone this time, but he's got his BKB. He's doubling up to the RP, connecting onto 2, but where's the damage? Is it going to be sufficient? Crystallis, he's dying inside his Depth Shroud, and Boom to fall as well. And just like that, it all comes apart. Secret. Deaths and diebacks and buildings lost, and Gaimin Gladiators got themselves the beautiful start for a fight. It all starts off with Armel getting caught in mid. And they can't get there in time to back him out. They've been saving Boom over and over again with Puppey, with Yamich being around. But this time, Armel falls, the supports die, and suddenly enemy is inside your base. And you just lost 2 lanes of racks. That's a 16,000 gold team fight, by the way.
It was a big one. You think the Deuces across the map, so you're safe. That 25k net worth Medusa, but end of the day, it was all Void Spirit in that fight with the DD rune, with the itemization of the Manta, Bloodthorn, and Echo Saber. I think it ended up 2-shotting Yamich there on his Shadow Demon, and this is supposed to be a tanky Kunkka. He didn't look very tanky when he jumped on them. Dusa wasn't even there. Quinn really burst into damage here in this game.
And off to the last lane of racks as well. Dyrachyo leading the charge. Already down to half mana. Yamich looking for illusions. Quinn jumping this. He's straight away. Gonna get skewered into the action. Gets caught by the bolt stun. Quinn very low to HP. He's down. He's gonna be falling, and that's a big kill they can get. And Ace is gonna be probably the next on the list. And that's going to be 2 gone on the side of Gaimin Gladiators, but they can't get to the rest. So Secret successful with their defense. A lot of experience, a lot of gold going for them.
They have no problems clearing out these mega creeps either, super creeps, whatever they're called right now. Super melee creeps, so we'll call them super creeps. So they have no issues with this. They have Magnus, they have Kunkka, they have Slark who can do it as long as he's empowered. You got to be careful feeding away these kills here. You still have a pretty big uphill battle here for Team Secret. You're going to need to win maybe 2 or 3 or more of these fights until you feel like you're in full control. But it's still a possibility. The dream is real. It is alive. If they can get another kill here, while the other cores are dead.
It's been a very long time since we've seen Secret play on this side of the map.
Oh, don't worry. They'll go back to their side of the map as soon as Ace and Quinn respawn.
Oh, yeah. That's...
Just a quick vacation to just check out the radiant terrain. But they'll go back soon.
Yeah, forget about your worries for like 2 days, and then you come back to the miserable life. You go, oh, here we go again.
Oh, boy.
Well, in this case, it's just how the course of this game is going. But they have answers. They have tools.
They do. They just need as you notice, like, they're not really the aggressors ever. I'd like to see it at some point. I'm not sure when that point will be. It's hard because if you look at Ace's item build, if you look at Quinn and even Dyrachyo, they're so tanky at this point, especially Ace. Octarine, Shiva's, Heaven's Halberd with the Aghanims. They can kill him, as we do see in these fights, but it takes a lot. And when that Shadow Dance does run out, Sark is all of a sudden vulnerable. So if they can outlast Sark's Shadow Dance, and all 5 heroes are present for Gaimin Gladiators, then Gaimin Gladiators are definitely in a good position to win the fights. But if not, Sark can play the Sark game, as Crystallis does find Celery here.
And it's just the stuff that Crystallis enjoys, you know, building up stacks from a lone hero. There's another lone hero in the area. It's Tofu, but he goes the other way around. Won't be able to spot him in time. And there, Anti-Crystallis. Uh-oh, he's trying to channel that teleport. Not gonna happen.
They got the gem.
They let him cook.
Yet again, Tofu and Quinn making the big plays on the map here. I guess Celery as well.
It really has been just Quinn and the supports.
Pretty much. I mean, Ace has been doing what he should be doing, just being tanky. Dyrachyo?
Oh, boom.
Oh, BKB.
Can't quite catch him there. BKB and Stone Gaze both used up, and Armel can't get close enough for an X mark. Crystallis also following up. Boom coming in with that skewer, trying to close in the distance. Has a blink available. He's spotted the enemy. Gets the slow and shockwave onto Techies, onto the bounty. Quinn coming in as well. They got the Yules to throw the Magnus into the air. And they're still trying to run away. Techies gonna get caught by the boat. Not actually caught by the boat, but caught by just the other control Secret has. So they will get Tofu. That's all about their getting. Good disengage from Gaimin Gladiators.
They want Roche. That was a buyback from Crystallis. They need to get this Roshan. Crystallis, with no buyback available into this fight. The Hawk does see this. Gaimin Gladiators are going to stick around.
Yeah, it's a must-have. They're already coming without the smoke. Doesn't
Quinn's
matter.
got a BKB available.
Oh no,
So
it's not going to be fast enough. It's not going to be fast enough. Quinn is going to go in with the BKB, already catching 4 heroes in the middle. Stark just bashed up by Roshan. Oh, Roche is helping Gaimin Gladiators take this one as they finish off the Stark for 100 seconds. Puppy on the run. Quinn's going to be following him down. Double kill for him. Armel to drop as well. Dyrachyo just chasing the Kunkka down. And there we have it. We are going to a Game 3. Secret have to forfeit this one. Gaimin Gladiators bring up the tie.
There was a lot of glimmers of hope there for Secret, but at the end...